graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody, and hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a fantastic night. We got more World Baseball Classic. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and make sure that you guys turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you will know when I do go live. Oh, yes. Okay. Fun matchup tonight between Australia and Team Czechia. It should be an interesting matchup. Of course, Australia able to shut out Chinese Taipei by a score of 3-0. And they looked pretty good out there. Pitching-wise, they did a very good job. They just looked very poised out there on the mound. And, you got two big swings in that game as well. One of them came from Bazana, who ended up going 2 for 4 with a run scored and ended up getting a home run. And the other big swing went over to Perkins. He did really well. Robbie Perkins, the catcher, ended up going the opposite way in last night's game for them. So they did the damage and were able to take advantage of Chinese Taipei. Meanwhile, on the other side, it was not the best start for Team Czechia. They got off to a very bad start. This morning, that is, if you were tuning in over on the East Coast, they got absolutely demolished, 11-4. It all started with that grand slam in the bottom of the first from Moon, and Korea just did not trail ever since then. They did not get a good outing from Patty Sack at all whatsoever. He just didn't even last an inning, and he left out a couple pitches over the middle of the plate and just gave up that grand slam. They got a couple of production base hits from last night's game. They did have that 3-run base hit by Vavra. It was a double. But not really much else. Cervinka did go 2 for 5 in the game. Shuho also went 2 for 4. But they're going to have to try to do a good job on the mound tonight. Josh Hendrickson is going to be on the mound for Team Australia. We'll talk more about him in a little bit. And Tomas Ondra will be on the hill for Team Czechia. So it is Game 3 of the World Baseball Classic. And then Game 4 will be tomorrow morning. It'll be at 6 a.m. We got the Japan game going tomorrow. And I am excited about that. All right. I do want to say hello to everybody. And again, we are now 12 subscribers away from getting to that 8350 marker. Again, thank you all so much for being on here. There are the starting lineups for tonight's game. Let's make sure that we get our Ninja Chat up and running. There it is. Hello to everybody that's tuning on in. ATL was here in the chat. I appreciate you very much, my guy. Who else do we got on here? It's not showing up. Let's go to this. Let's see who else is on here. We got Andrew here. We got Hoagie Boy here. And Haley's also here. Happy Thursday, says Daniel. Happy Thursday to you too, my guy. Very, very good to see you on here. Is Ninja Chat working? Let's check that out now. Let's check out Ninja Chat and see if that is working. Hi. It's not. Great. Why is it not working? It was working before. It was working just fine. What the heck? Let's try to fix that. Let's try to fix it. That's really, really weird. Okay. How do I do this? Give me 1 second, chat. Can I open a new window? Google Chrome. Mute site. All right. Final score predictions for this game. Please let me know what you guys have to say about that down below. And again, thank you all so much for being on here. First pitch is actually going to be at 10:08 p.m. Eastern Time. There it is. Okay, now it's popping on up. There we go. It took a little bit of time, but now it's up and running. So that's good. That's very, very good. And now we can just exit out of this, and all is good. Yes. All right. Let's take a sip of water before we get underway. It's back to the grinding season, man. Thank you all again for tuning on into World Baseball Classic coverage here on Play by Play with JJ. I'm excited. I'm a baseball fan. I really am. I really love baseball. Baseball's my #1 favorite sport. I've been a fan for a very long time. And it's just nice to be able to build a community on here while still also just calling games and doing it radio traditional style and chatting with you all. You know, it's really, really cool. All right, let's get on into the starting lineups for tonight. We'll do that right now. All right, Bazana is going to be batting in the leadoff spot for Team Australia. Then it's Curtis Mead. And he will be batting second, playing over at third base, of course. And then, over at center field, it'll be Aaron Whitefield, who will be playing over there. Whitefield is out in center field. And then the DH is Alex Hall, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Jared Dale, and he is the shortstop for tonight's game. Batting in the 5 spot, Rickson Wingrove is playing over at first base, and he will be batting 6th. Batting 7th is Robbie Perkins. He is the catcher. He had the opposite field 2-run homer in last night's game for Team Australia to get them on the board. And then it's Chris Burke, who's out in left field, will be batting 8th. And last but not least, Tim Kennelly is the right fielder, and he will be batting in the 9 spot. Okay, and as far as the Czechia lineup, as we are ready to get things started, there's Ondra stats last year with the Hiroshi Bruno. Get you those stats in just a little bit. But Milan Prokov will be leading it off for Team Czechia. Then it's Martin Cervinka, Taran Vavra, Martin Cervenka, Marek Chlep, Martin Music, Wojciech Menschik, and William Escala, and Max Preshta. So it's the same exact lineup for both of these teams. Czechia has the same lineup that they had in their game earlier this morning, and Australia had their lineup from last night. It's the same exact lineup, just the two guys that are pitching, Josh Hendrickson going for Team Australia, and Tomas Ondra pitching for Team Czechia. Final score predictions, chat. Let me know what you guys have to say about that down below. Ondra this year, 2 saves, a 4.5 ERA, 34 innings of work under his belt, 27 strikeouts. This is his first career World Baseball Classic appearance. And he will face Bazana, who will lead things off. He had some excellent defensive plays yesterday, too. First pitch to Bazana. And so the Guardians prospect takes a pitch that's outside for ball 1. And we are underway, chat. Time for some WBC baseball. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. And that is on the outside corner for a strike. JJ, how do you think the Phillies in spring training is going? Dude, they're doing pretty well. I'm very happy with how things have gone so far for the Phillies. I gave a grade earlier today during the Phillies stream, and I said that I would have to give it like an A. I really would. I think that they've done a very... I take more of the positives. I think I really said B+. And I will actually stick with B+. There's a big difference between an A and a B+, but B+ is more like it. I said A+ for Jesus Luzardo. 2 balls, 1 strike in the pitch, and that's a foul ball. It is 2-2. Bazana in the box. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And we are in the top of the first. First pitch got started at 10:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Cha-ching. And there is out number 1. Ondra on the hill. 4 pitches for him. And 2 strikes. Hit that thumbs up button, chat. And hit that subscribe button as well. The pitch, here it comes. There's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow right field, over towards the line. Prejda gets under it, and he will make the grab. What's going on? How much of a delay is there between your chat on YouTube and Ninja Chat? There's a little bit of a delay. Huh. I don't understand why. That's odd to me. Weird. Here comes the pitch. That's on the outside edge for strike 1. Long ball says, I don't stay up for any other sport except for baseball. It's a good sport. It's fun. The ball is 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Popped up, hit out over towards the first base side in foul territory. Whitefield is retired, and the inning is over. All right, so 1, 2, 3 goes Team Czechia, and Team Australia, and it'll be Team Czechia coming on up. All right, let me try to fix this Ninja Chat really quickly. I will be right back. right, there we go. That is a lot better. All right, we got it to work. I don't know what the problem was. All right, so anyhow, we are going to go to the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Prokop, who is up to lead things off. He'll be DHing, batting in the leadoff spot. Cervinka is over at third base. That's Martin Cervinka. By the way, it's Milan Prokop, who is DHing. Mispronunciated that. Apologize. Taran Vavra is the shortstop. Martin Cervinka is the catcher, batting in the cleanup spot. Marek Schlupp is the center fielder, batting fifth. Sixth is Martin Music. First pitch, swing and a miss. This is Josh Hendrickson on the mound. More about him in just a few seconds. The pitch is in there for a strike. I missed it. Darn it, that's too bad. Maybe it'll pop back up again. No balls and two strikes. The next pitch is up high for a ball. Prokop batting .271 last year. Had a .760 on base plus slugging percentage. And the next pitch is down and in for ball 2. So Prokop is DHing. At third base, it's Cervenka. Vavra's at short. Cervenka is catching. Schlepp is out in center. Mulchik is over at first. Menchik at second. Out in left field, it's Escala and Prejudice in right. The next pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Hendrickson gets his first out via a strikeout. And Martin Cervenka is coming on up. Australia's defense, it'll look just like this. Okay, first baseman is Rickson Wingrove, as the pitch is fouled away by Cervenka, right-handed hitter. Over at second, it's Travis Bazana. The third baseman is Curtis Mead. Shortstop is Jared Dale. Left fielder is Chris Burke. Out in center field, it's Aaron Whitefield. And the right fielder is Tim Kennelly. The ball is 2 strikes to Cervenka. He just fouled off the last pitch. And there's the 0-2, and that is in the dirt. 85-mile-per-hour pitch. That is low for ball 1. Where's everybody tapping on in from? Appreciate you all for being on here. 12 more subs till we get to the 8350 marker. 1-2 pitch. Down low again. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dude, baseball at night is awesome. 2-2 pitch. Hits inside. And that is taken for ball 3. The count is full. Hendrickson, with his mustache, gets the signs, and the 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. That was a fastball that was low, and Cervenka thought that it was going to be a good pitch to swing at. It was certainly not, and there is out number 2. Hendrickson, guy that's very efficient when it comes to his pitches. He's somebody that really likes to get ahead in counts, from what I've seen. Likes to attack that strike zone. Doesn't do it there, though, as Vavra takes a pitch that's a foot off the plate. Left-handed hitter. Had that 3-run double in last night's game. Or this morning's game for Team Czechia. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball. He got way underneath it. The right fielder, Tim Kennelly, doesn't even have to move. The catch will be made. And so, both pitchers go toe-to-toe in the first inning. A 1-2-3 inning, and we're going to go to the second. He always says we're here. The test is seen. My guy ATL is here in the chat. What's going on, my guy? Shout out to you. Very good stuff. Who's everybody pulling out for? Drop a team down below in tonight's game. Australia or Czechia? Who's everybody pulling out for in this game? And to add on to that, final score predictions. Final score predictions for tonight's World Baseball Classic game. Man. It's good to have baseball back. You know? It's a calm sport. It's just really cool. I don't know. It's great. All right, so let me make sure that I got this correct. Okay, so Mead fouled out, right? Fouled out to right. Fouled out to right. Whitefield fouled out to first. Fouled out to first base. And then I got everything else correct. That's good. All right, so we are in the bottom of the first inning. Australia, nope. There, that's better. That's good. Bottom of the first chat. I want to see Czechia bounce back from this morning's debauchery. I've never heard of that one before. Huh. I assume context clues that would mean the same thing. But that's, yeah, I'm pulling out for them too. The pitch that's taken outside to Alex Hall. Played with the Perth last year for the ABL. Batted .329, had 3 long balls and 15 RBI. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's outside. Taken for ball 2. Andra, who had himself a 1-2-3 inning in the first inning. Back on the mound for inning number 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Speaking of 2, 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. A lot of 2s on the board, and the 2-0 pitch, here it comes. And that is swung on and missed. This guy won a 2025 European Championship. Actually did pretty well in those 2 games that he pitched. 2-1. That's outside for ball 3. Oh, my guy. My guy. Awesome job in the basketball call, by the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the 3-1 pitch. There's a pop-up, hit out over towards shallow left center field. Who's going to get there? It'll be the left fielder, Escala, who calls everybody off. And that is out number 1, my friends. Hall is retired. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yes. The doctor is here. The Dr. Delay himself. He is awesome. Make sure that you guys go check him out. He is the man. The pitch. There's a chopper. Hit over towards the right side of second base. Second baseman picks it up on a bounce and throws it on over to first. And out number 2 is recorded. Jared Dale is retired. Just on 1 pitch. Got on top of the pitch. And there's 2 gone. 2 up, 2 down. Andra getting ready to throw pitch number 15. And here it comes. And that'll catch the upper third of the zone. By the way, the umpires for tonight, Ryan Additon is the home plate umpire. Then you got Ruben Ramos over at first, Todd Tishner at second, and Edward Pinellas over at third base. They'll wind up in the pitch. And that is called a ball. According to the pitch tracks on the FS1 screen. Looked like it caught the bottom of the zone at the knees. Rickson Wingrove, left-handed hitter, has green batting gloves and has a yellow arm protector. Takes the next pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. Translation for your generation of hot mess. Like that. 2 balls and 1 strike. The next pitch, and that's a little bit outside. So it's 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 gone in the top of the second. Here's the 3-1 offering. Swinging a miss again at 79. Got out in front of that pitch. Oh, yeah. The payoff pitch, here it comes. It's hit off the end of the bat out over to left field. On the run to make the grab for out number 3 will be Escala, and that is that. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. So a perfect frame so far in this game. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score out at the Tokyo Dome. That is where this game is being played. By the way, in case you're wondering, I forgot to also pull this up too, about the dimensions of how Tokyo Dome is. If you're wondering about the dimensions of how they laid out the stadium, I'm going to get that for you right now. So left field is 330 feet. Left and right field. Left and right center is 360. And then center field is 400. The field size is 28 acres. That's the facility capacity. Their capacity actually for baseball is 45,600. Their maximum capacity for their stadium itself is at 57,000. Now that's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. I don't understand why this is not working, but it's okay. It's all right. Go team, go. Go you, my friend. Dr. Delay is the man. Yep, gotta change the channel. Guess that the basketball game is over on FS1. Let's take a sip of water, shall we? By the way, huge shout out to Dr. Delay. Big shout out to him. 12 more subs till we get to the 8350 marker. We're almost there, man. Oh, man. All right, we're in the bottom of the second. And Hendrickson comes set and deals. And that is fouled back. Chat, can you guys hear me? The ball's in one strike. The pitch. It's outside. Taken for ball one. Sorry about that, chat. I just want to make sure that this is working because now I'm looking at the YouTube chat and it looks like it's lined up with it, but I can't tell if it's working. One ball, two strikes. There's 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next pitch to Cervenka. All right, good. Did it come up? Why does this... Okay, there we go. I can hear you. Nice. Okay, good. Very good. Thank you very much. 2-2 pitch. Line drive it out over to left field, and that'll get down for a base hit and go all the way over towards the wall. The throw is going to be drawn on over to second base. It's cut off by the shortstop, and that is the first hit of the game. It's a double by Robbie Perkins, the catcher for Team Australia. All right, it's time to wake up, baby. This is actually Martin Cervenka for Team Czechia. Oh, what am I talking about? That was bad. Charge! That was terrible. Pay attention, man. Martin Cervenka is over at second. And the pitch that comes to Schlupp, and that is going to be taken inside. Mark Schlupp, Thursday, ended up going 2 for 4. At a 273, which is really a Wednesday, if you really think about it. Thursday in Tokyo. 2 balls and no strikes. Hendrickson looks back at second, stares at Clemens, and fires across the diamond, or across the plate, that is, and that's low for ball 3. Oy, oy. 3 balls and no strikes. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Infield shifted over towards the left side. Playing on the pole. The 3-0 pitch. And that's a 4-pitch walk, my friends. And that is going to put runners on at first and second base. Fans clapping along. Have their Czechia flags. It's pretty cool. Sick. And so 2 men aboard. Losing track of his command with the fastball and the all-speed stuff. Now it's Martin Music, who's going to show a bunt. He'll take it back, though, as the pitch is in the dirt for a ball. And the catcher gets over to it. Didn't get too far away from him. Bounced out in front of him. The count is 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. I'm going with Australia because of Miad. He was signed by the Phillies. I thought you were going to say I'm going for Australia because of Scott, who's in our chat from Sydney, Australia. But Miad's cool. That's a good reason to root for him. That's a good reason to root for Australia. 2-0, and that's inside and low for ball 3. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. If you guys want to start a conversation, that's totally cool too. Always love it when you guys chat. Even if you don't, it's cool. 3-0 pitch, and this is bunted over towards the third base side. The throw over to first is just in time. I wonder if they're going to take a look at this. It was an excellent bang-bang play. They say the music was out, so there's one gone. Runners are over at second and third. Let's look at the replay of this. That was an excellent sacrifice bunt. Again, it went over towards the left side of the mound, and the third baseman had to call off the pitcher. They're going to show the replay here. I think he's maybe out by a quarter of a step. And they will not challenge. Mead. Did I say Miad? I've been saying Miad the whole time, haven't I? I even said it yesterday. Yep, Mead. 1 ball and no strikes. We have a timeout taken. 2 runners in scoring position. And some action going on in the Australia bullpen. Colin Ween, or Wine that is warming up. 1-0 is the count. We're in the bottom of the second inning. 2 runners in scoring position. Who's excited to watch Team Japan tomorrow? Because I am. I'm very excited. I'm fired up. 1-0 pitch. That is on the inside corner for strike 1. Throwing at 90 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. It's flied out over towards straightaway center field. This should be deep enough to score the runner from third. The catch will be made. The throw is drawn on over to short. And that will make it a 1-0 game as Team Czechia is able to take a 1-0 lead on a sacrifice fly. Let's go. Nice. That's cool. That's what happens when you play small ball. The music is able to provide a sacrifice bunt. So a sac bunt and a sac fly get the job done. And so, runner from second still stayed. And Escalo will get his first crack at it. Thursday, he went 2 for 4. Added 250 in the EXL and had an 845 OPS. Finding the count already 0-1. Hendrickson had a very good first inning. And then in the second, had a couple of base runners and just gave up a run. 0-1 is the count. The stretch and the pitch. It's inside. The Royals are still on. 1-1 pitch. Another foul ball. And we'll do it again. Mead. One ball, 2 strikes. And 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Hendrickson with 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. He kicks, he fires, and that's going to be hit out over towards right center field. On the run, though, to make the grab and just be able to call off the center fielder, right field, is Kennelly. This side is retired. The inning is over, and we're going to go to the top of the third. Team Czechia takes themselves a 1-0 lead on a sac fly. Who is pitching for Team Japan tomorrow in the World Baseball Classic? I'm looking it up. I think it's going to be, yeah, it's a Yamamoto. Yes. Yamamoto is going to start. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's pitching for Team Japan. It was posted 7 hours ago, actually, on Threads. That should be a fun game, dude. Are you guys snackers? Do you snack at midnight? Because for a little bit, I did that. Then I stopped, and now I'm kind of back into it. But I guess that now kind of makes sense because our clock is messed up because of this. But yeah. Haley says, I'll be here. We'll be up. We'll be up. We ain't going anywhere. Nowhere. Edgar. What's up, Edgar? How are you? Edgar says, bro, whoever plays against Japan is so cooked. They're stacked. They're a stacked team, man. They really do. They are. They have a lot of talent, and they're gonna be a tough out. They're gonna be a very tough out, man. But I can't wait to see them tomorrow. And definitely take notes if you're Team US. The pitch. That's going to be taken on the outside corner for a called strike. We resume play. We're in the top of the third. Robbie Perkins ended up going 1 for 3 at a 2-run opposite field homer in last night's game. 0-1 is the count. And the next pitch from Andra is fouled away. That pitch came at 80 miles per hour. No balls, 2 strikes. Andra on the hill. Again, if you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for World Baseball Classic games. We do Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. As the 0-2 is swung on and missed, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Robbie Perkins. And good dawn as well. Nobody says good dawn. I just made that up. Back to the snacks thing. As the pitch is swung on and missed. It was in the dirt. Burke is up to bat. Chris Burke, that is, left-handed hitter. Back to the snacks thing. We talked about, I believe we talked about Doritos the other day. Tell you what's a really good snack. A really good snack. And it's not healthy. But those peanut butter crackers, not from Petridge Farm, not the ones that have the cheese in it. Ugh, ew. No balls, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch. That's a foul ball. But the ones that have the peanut butter in them, oh, sign me up for them any day. Are you kidding me? The ones that come with like the 8 in the pack, oh, they're so good. That's like literally my, that's been my, what do you call it? My sweet tooth, it's bad. 0-2 pitch, ground ball, hit back up the middle, and it's going to go off of the second baseman's glove, and it'll stay in the infield, and that is going to be an infield single here in the top of the 3rd inning. But yeah, those Pepperidge Farm cheese peanut butter crackers, the cheese peanut butter crackers, they're so good. And now it's Tim Kennelly, the right fielder, right-handed hitter, takes the first pitch that he sees outside for ball 1. I have a toddler, snacks are life. Yeah, I guess that's what I've heard. that stuff happens, like when you have kids, because you're just constantly up. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the shortstop. The throw over the second. There's one. The throw back to first. It's off the glove of the first baseman, and the inning will continue. That would have been a 6-4-3 double play, but instead it's a 6-4 fielder's choice. And that is going to make us go back to the top of the lineup. Played on a bounce by the shortstop, and honestly did a pretty good job flipping it on over to the second baseman. And the barehanded throw over to first, it looked like that Music just didn't get his glove high enough to make the catch. The throw was a little bit high, but just couldn't field it properly. But 2 outs, and here's a pitch to Bazana, who takes a ball. Waves the bat. He has an interesting stance. 1-0. That's outside. Do you guys remember David Eckstein? Used to play for the Padres. Used to sort of like wave the bat a little bit when he was in the box. But he was very like, what's the right word? Very, as the 2-0 is outside for ball 3. He made it look, he exaggerated it a little bit. That's sort of Bazana's stance, but it's not as, there's not as much movement. 3 balls, no strikes. The next pitch, and that's up high, and that'll be taken for ball 4. So 2 runners on, and 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning. Australia looking to try to tie the game back, and we'll see if they're able to do so. Let's go. Charge! Here's Curtis Mead. He's going to foul off a 78-mile-per-hour pitch down the middle. And the count is 0-1. If Czechia beats Australia, wow. No balls, 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss. That was at 86. Looked a little bit high, a little bit outside, but still not a bad pitch by Andra. 35 total pitches for him. 2 2/3 of an inning, he's gone. Has thrown 22 strikes, and he's walked 1. Batter's going to call for time, and he'll step out of the box. Going to be golfing until 5 against his long ball. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Just one of those nights. 0 balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2, it's fouled back towards the screen. Somebody mentioned it in the chat, it was Haley, that Mead was a former Philly and then was traded in the Christopher Sanchez deal, which sent Sanchez over from the Rays over to Philadelphia. Well, that's probably, I would probably make the argument that that might be the Phillies' best trade that they've made over the last 10 years. 0-2. That's a foul ball. I think we actually had that conversation. We were thinking about that. I think it is. I really do. The 0-2 pitch. It's a foul ball. But I will say that Jesus Luzardo has also been a very good trade, too. That's worked out very well. Edgar says, if only Taipei can intentionally walk Team Japan. My guy, it's so good to see you on here. Thanks so much for stopping on by, man. The 0-2 to Mead. That's outside. My boy is almost 11, Haley. The snack buying never ends. The cookie chips, the gummies, the crackers, it never ends, his long ball. That's life. Never ends. 1-2 pitch in the air. Hit out over to deep left field, and that is crushed. Curtis Mead goes yard. And Australia able to get on the board and come away with a counter punch. Welcome to the 2026 WBC. Here we go. The pitch to Whitefield, and that's going to be in there for a strike. That pitch was right down the middle. Me just tattooed that thing. He sent it right into the night. And that was not going to come on back. The ball is one strike. Next pitch is low for a ball. It's like one of the best things in sports. Really, just seeing a home run reaction. Oh, it's so fun. 1-1 pitch. And that is up high and away. DJ Gene, what is going on, my friend? He says my daughter's going to be 5 this month. I feel like a human vending machine. Ay. Going to be 5. That's wild. 2-1 pitch. Line drive and a jumping catch made by the right fielder. And that'll end the inning. Mass Pressure is the one who makes the catch. However, Curtis Mead, after Czechia took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second, Curtis, one of the little curtain call there, and hits a 3-run bomb. We're going to go to the bottom of the third. That was awesome. Too bad she doesn't feed you quarters like one. Are you familiar with the Football Nation YouTube channel? Dude, Mario is great. Mario is awesome. I haven't had a conversation with him personally, but big shout to Mario. He is great. He is awesome. Mario, Dr. DeLay, they're all awesome. I mean, all the content creators, but no, Mario is awesome at what he does. Big shout out to Football Nation. Big shout out to Mario. Yeah, one of the best. One of the best on the platform, without a doubt. It's with 2 outs and wins ball games, dude. That was... Go watch the highlights of that swing. All right, how long is it going to take for this water bottle to melt, chat? I just took it out. I took it out right before game time. So how long do you think it'll take before it fully melts? Because I don't want it to fully melt by the time we're back on at 5 a.m. You think it'll take like 3 hours? Took it out at like 10, so it's like fully frozen, by the way. Oh, man. All right, we are going to the bottom of the third inning. Oh, man. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Just a little bit about me if you don't know me. I've been coming on here calling Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. Also do other stuff as well. World Baseball Classic and March Madness. It's great, man. The pitch. There's a line drive hit out over towards left center field, and that's going to be caught to Prejda. Lines out to Burke, and there's one away. Sit down. Just kidding. But yeah, so I went to school for broadcasting at Rowan University for sports communication and media with a concentration in broadcasting and sports production. The pitch to Prokop, by the way, is taken for a strike on the inside corner. Hendrickson still pitching. 35 pitches for him. The long leg kick and the pitch. It's low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. But I was very lucky. I was very fortunate. Got to call G League basketball games for the Blue Coats and minor league baseball games for the Blue Rocks, and that was awesome. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to get reps. I interned at NFL Films as the pitch is popped up out over towards center field, and that's going to be caught, and there's going to be 2 away. And over the last 3 years, this is what I've been doing. And I'm super lucky. I'm very lucky that I'm able to do this. I love calling games. I love interacting with my chat. I feel like that you guys definitely have a treat here on YouTube when you get a really good play-by-play for those of you that can't watch the game. So that's why we do it more like a radio call. And obviously we can't show the game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hendrickson comes set again. And the next pitch is swung on and missed by Cervenka. Martin Cervenka. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Mario is wanting to connect with other sports content creators to compare notes. His pinned Q&A tonight was asking for y'all to reach out to him. Really? That's wild. Here's the pitch. Line drive hit out over towards the left field line. That's a fair ball, and that's going to go all the way over towards the corner. And just like that, Cervenka, within the blink of an eye, gets over to second base. And it is a stand-up double. And here comes Taran Vavra, who had that 3-run bases-clearing double in this morning's game for Team Czechia. And we'll see what they're gonna do here. All right, let's go. I reached out to him on Insta, but I'll reach out to him again. The pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss to Vavra, left-handed hitter. Blue and red batting gloves. He's 0 for 1. Flied out as well. Had 2 homers in AA and AAA combined last year. The next pitch is low and away for ball 1. Also drove in 34 runs as well. Taran Vavra, of course, with the Baltimore Orioles. 28 years old. He'll be 29 in May. The 1-1 offering, and that is just a bit off the plate for ball 2. But yeah, nothing but mad love and respect for Mario. That's my guy. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the first baseman. Went under his glove. Second baseman backs it up. Throws it over to first. The pitcher's there at the bag. And there's out number 3. And we are going to go to the bottom, or the top of the 4th inning, that is. That was an excellent play. I mean, that was not easy at all. The fact that it went under the first baseman's glove and the pitcher just had a heads-up play to just go on over to first. And they just got the man out. We're going to go to the 4th. We'll see how things go. But, yeah, it's a 3-1 game. That is awesome. Coincidentally, Mario always sends that he gives the radio announcer vibe and considers those who are only able to listen. Yeah, well, see, you know, again, like I've been following Mario for a bit. I really have. And I, you know, like I'm the type of person, chat, like where when I go into people's chats, like especially like the people that have been doing it longer than me and the people that, you know, are just crushing it. Like I really don't like to like go on there and comment because you know, if I do, like I'm more so of a fan. Like I don't really like care like if I'm recognized or like whatever, that type of a thing. I just, if I ever chat, like I want to go on and I want to talk sports, but I get a little bit, in some ways I sort of cringe a little bit because I don't want like somebody to be like, oh, like, yo, that's play-by-play with JJ, like you should go subscribe to him. Like, no, like I'm, you know, so I've been trying to sort of hide myself a little bit more from that, especially with people that have been doing it for a longer time compared to me. But, you know, mad love and respect, though, for my guy. He's awesome. He is the man. All right, we are going to the top of the 4th inning. You know, chat, sometimes I sit here and I wonder when the Philadelphia 76ers are going to win a championship. I also wonder when the Philadelphia Phillies are going to win another World Series and when the Eagles and the Flyers are going to win, the Flyers a Stanley Cup and the Eagles a Super Bowl. even though the Eagles just won one. The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Hall is up to bat. Andra is on the mound. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is at the knees for strike 2. But, you know, it just goes to show that when I constantly think about these things, I apply that to my life. Like, I apply that to everything that we do. It's like we're always striving for success. We're always wanting to get the championship. Like, we want to push ourselves to succeed in life. As the 1-1 is in there for strike 2 to Hall. And the next pitch. And this is a pop-up out over towards shallow left center field. The catch is made. There's out number 1 in the top of the 4th. And Hall is retired for the second time today. And that'll bring up Jared Dale. But I just think that it's so interesting because I always try to apply sports to my daily life. Like, I was not an athlete, you know. Like, I volunteered, and I still do volunteer for a basketball organization, and I get to play with them, and that's really cool. Big shout out to them, but I don't know. I feel like that there's a lot of similarities that I draw between sports and life. No balls and 1 strike. And the pitch to Dale. There's a fly ball hit out over to left field. That's going to go over the head of the left fielder, bounce off the warning track, hit off the top of the wall, and another double hit for Australia. And that is going to put Dale at second base. He is now 1 for 2 tonight. But yeah, long story short, I just think that it's really cool to just, you know, you ask yourself, like, is this enough? And then you're like, no, like, you want to set new goals. When's that next championship coming? You know, what are you going to do to try to go back to back? That was really the question that I had for the Birds, of course. And even though they didn't get the job done, it leaves a sour taste in your mouth. But that's the cool thing about sports. It's like when the moment's there, you win the championship. It's great, but then you move on, and you celebrate. But that's the life of a sports fan, you know. Dr. D reached out to him tonight, and I think Jaguar Gator 9 did too. That's cool. I appreciate that, man. I understand how you feel, or how you are saying you feel, but you are more of a sports guy and a content creator than a large percent of people. Thank you, man. And your method of delivering the radio style is in sync with Mario's. You know, that means a lot. That's very high praise coming from you. It is, and I'm just grateful, man. Like I love putting on the headset. I love being able to call games. I love being able to chat with my chat. My freaks are incredible. You know, my Philly freaks. They're my guys. You know? But we have a lot planned for this year. We have a lot planned in store for this year during baseball season, and this month of March is really going to be something. Started today, man. Seema's here. What's going on? What's going on, Seema? And DJ, thanks again. Thanks again for the kind words. It's really nice to be able to hear that type of feedback. I don't take that for granted because, you know, that's not how everybody is, and I'm just, again, very grateful for everybody that's been so kind and so nice in the chat. 1 ball, no strikes. We did have a pitching change. I failed to mention that. I apologize. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. That's a 77-mile-per-hour pitch at the knees. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the top of the fourth. Curtis Mead hit a go-ahead 3-run homer after Czechia took a 1-0 lead. Here's the 1-1. That's a fly ball hit out over to deep right field. It's carrying, but it'll stay in the yard. The catch on the track is going to be made by Prejda. He'll draw the throw over to second. Dale tags up, goes over to third, and there's 2 outs. It's a productive out, but that could have, if that was outdoors, if the wind was blowing it, I think that could have went. Just missed that home run. Not by much either. 2 away in the top of the fourth inning. Satoria is pitching. We'll get you more info about him in just a few moments. And the next pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Another pitch at 70 that caught the inside corner. It's Robbie Perkins, who had the 2-run opposite field home run in last night's game. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-1 swing and a miss. And that'll make the count now 0-2. But yeah, we love the watch party people. We love the people that are on here that stream. It's a very cool community. I've met some really awesome people who do play-by-play and also do watch party style stuff, and it's great. It's so cool. 0-2 pitch. It's low for a ball. Satoria with 6 pitches so far came on in for relief for Andra. 1-2. It's in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes. Perkins, right-handed hitter, leaves the bat. Satoria kicks, fires, and that's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Got him looking at the knees. Andres Satoria is able to get the final out of the inning. It's a 3-1 ball game. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth. Just going to mention that he's 29. He's a right-handed pitcher and just turned 29 not too long ago on the 26th. Dr. DeLay is following me. Dr. DeLay. Thinking maybe the other way around, says Doc. You guys are awesome, man. And again, please, guys, go subscribe to Dr. DeLay. If you have never heard of Dr. DeLay, I mean, go check my guy out. I'm eating it. He's so good. Oh, man. I was going to say something, and then I forgot exactly what it was that I was going to say. Doc, how many times has that happened to you when you're on stream? I feel like it happens to me a lot. And then there comes a time, and I can't even imagine how, like, other people do this, but sometimes, like, you look at a chat, and you think to yourself, like, I'm going to get back to that chat, and then you just get so, like, lost in the sauce, and you're just like, dang, like, you're getting lost in the play-by-play, you're getting lost in the action, and then you're like, what did I even just say? I hope I said something that was okay and that is not bad for air, you know? It's cool. Kind of sound like Wolfman Jack. You know, it's funny. Somebody told me today, and I thought that this was a good comparison. I have to listen to Wolfman Jack. I do. I have to listen to Wolfman Jack in order for me to give you, have a take on that. But somebody said that I sounded like Jason Matiridis. Oh my gosh, why do I keep mispronouncing his name? I feel bad. But he does the Flyers pre and post game shows on 97.5 The Fanatic. He's really awesome, and I thought that was such like an accurate. I thought that was very accurate. I really did. I will forget to come back to rant segments at times. Ugh, says Doc. And then sometimes you think to yourself, like, dang, like you're like looking at chat, and then you're looking at the screen, and then you forget like what you say sometimes if you're just looking at the screen from your periphery, right? And then you're focusing on chat, but then you're not focusing on like what you're saying, and then it just becomes like like I don't know if that made sense. No balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. What did I just say? I forget. 1 pitch. And it was a foul ball. Cervenka in the box. No balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. It's low. I will forget to come back to rants. I just read that. I do that at least a dozen times a day. You're good at it, though, man. Like, you know, you're 1 ball, 1 strike in the pitch, and that's grounded foul. Like, I learned a lot from you. And I think that we talked about this maybe going back to, like, October, but you're so good at just, you know, opening up, and I actually feel like that on stream I've opened up a lot more just because of you. I really feel that way. I think that I had it in me, but sometimes, you know, like there's stuff that I've learned that it's okay to be open about that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Martin Cervenka in the EXL drove in a lot of runs, and he's going to get on base as he ropes a single out to left field over the shortstop's glove, and there's the leadoff man for Team Czechia, and the tying run will now come on up to the plate. Oh, my back. I gotta stretch. Charge! Drop those charges in the chat. Let's go. So that was Cervenka that got on. Here comes Schlepp through the plates. Walked in his first plate appearance back in the 2nd inning, playing out in center field. Fouls off the first pitch. And is already behind in the count 0-1. We also forgot to mention that we have a new pitcher. That is Wine. The 0-1 from Wine. It's popped up over towards the left side of the infield at the shortstop area, and the catch will be made. There is out number 1. Any non-self-centered chatter should realize that the play-by-play comes before the chats, is DJ. I'm so happy that you said that, right? Because I had somebody the other day that just came on into my chat, and I don't name names. I'm not that type of a person. The pitch is in there for a strike. Throw over the second base. The runner is safe. Cervenka got a very good jump there and was able to slide in feet first. And he's now in scoring position. But somebody in my chat came on in, and they're like, why can't you just comment? You know, why can't you just comment on my chat? It was just something like that. And I'm like, dude, I can only do so much. 0-1 pitch, and it's popped up out over towards straightaway center field. And coming on in to take about 4 steps or so to make the grab is Whitefield. And 2 outs. Yeah, no, I'm just going to stop my stream. I'm just going to not give the play-by-play anymore, you know, when it's in the bottom of the 8th inning and it's a close game, just to acknowledge your chat, you know, and just to constantly just look at chat rather than just call the game when it says live radio play-by-play style in the description or in the title. You know, Escala is in the on-deck circle. Menchik up to bat. Wine with the next pitch. That's outside. Is a 2-ball, no strike count. I'm not a robot. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the second baseman. He gobbles it up on a one-hopper and throws it over to first. And there is out number 3. It's time to go to the top of the 5th inning. They had a chance, Team Czechia, and just squandered an opportunity. We'll go to the 5th. It's 3-1. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Wine pitcher. It's Cohen Wine. And again, if I'm mispronouncing these names, I really do apologize. Please, 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 please call me out and be like, JJ, you're wrong. It's actually Cohen Win. And I know, again, like I should know these things. It makes sense, but I'm still learning. And I think that especially with the platform that we have now, like it's okay to make mistakes. We can strive for perfection, but you gotta learn from your mistakes, and you gotta make mistakes in order for you to learn from your mistakes. You better read me, son. I better read you. How about you read this? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. It's funny. I just like to troll with chat. I got chat. I think I rage baited chat the other day. I think I did my job, and that was kind of fun because it was a dead chat. But then we had this whole conversation about is it turkey or sauce? Or sorry, is it sauce or is it gravy? Is it turkey or sauce? That's really weird. Is it sauce or is it gravy? And I could see a couple people got a little bit upset about that. They were like, no, not this. But I was like, you know what? It's good to start a conversation. That's how you start a fire. So can't start a fire without a spark, as Bruce Springsteen used to say in a song. But yeah. So that was kind of funny. I was really proud of myself. It was beautiful. I get really proud when I get a reaction from chat. I do. It's pretty fun. Top of the fifth, and there's a pitch that is way outside to Chris Burke. He's a left-handed hitter. Hit 283 last year. 1-0, here it comes. That's going to be taking the pie for ball two. Australia is up 3-1 against Team Czechia. We talked about that exact thing last night, lol, but it's in the freaking title. Yeah, we did. We talked about it right there. 3 balls, no strikes. All right, it's a 3-1 lead for Australia. We're only in the top of the fifth inning. Satoria back out there for another frame of work, and he can't find the zone and allows a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man in the top of the fifth inning, and that'll put a runner over at first base. Drop that air horn. Ellis says you do an incredible job. I appreciate that. I have to admit, I have to say, like when your husband came on and gave me that compliment this morning, I was like that's really, really cool. It's like every time I can't watch a game, I just come on in and I pop on play-by-play with JJ, and it was cool. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch, it is up high, but it's called a strike. Remember, there's no ABS challenges in the World Baseball Classic. There's also, again, if you didn't know, there is a mercy rule. Toss back over to first, and the runner dives back in there safely head first with the left hand on the bag. 3-1 Australia, top of the fifth inning. Australia 1-0 on the season. Czechia 0-1. The pitch, ground ball hit back over to the pitcher. The throw over the second, there's one. The throw to first, and that is a 1-4-3 double play. And there are 2 outs in the top of the fifth inning. That was flipped perfectly. First of all, the pitch that was thrown was over towards the middle of the plate, and I was really surprised that Kennelly got on top of that, because that looked like it was a good pitch for him to hit, and he got on top of it and just bounced it on back over to Satoria, that is. Bazana, first pitch that he gets, he'll dribble this one over towards the shortstop, and the throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. Not an easy play there, and we're going to head to the bottom of the fifth inning. No runs, no man left, and we head to the bottom of the fifth, 3-1. Australia. Stiller. I think a big secret to Mario's recent success is that he's kept his mods from getting overbearing and too ruly. You know, man, like that's the cool thing, man. Like I'm like I like genuinely mean this, like when I say this. And again, like I don't always like to talk about like I mean, of course, whenever a creator comes on, of course, you know, I'll acknowledge them as I always do, and I will always tell them to drop their links down below. For sure, I'm that type of a person. But I was just gonna say that I'm one of those people like where I just like I genuinely want everybody, you know, that deserves to succeed. I really feel that way. I'm not the type of person that likes to step over anybody. I've been stepped on before. I've dealt with stuff like that, and that's not cool to me. It really isn't. I don't like that, but it's always really cool. The bottom line of what I'm trying to say is that I think Mario's awesome. I think Dr. Delay is awesome. I think that, you know, BW is awesome too. Like I'm proud of everybody on this platform, and I'm very lucky that I have such a very close group of people that I'm able to not only just like call my colleagues, but like my actual friends. I feel that way. Ryzen Rhino too. Mitch. That's awesome. CeeLo. If I missed any one of you, I do apologize. Max. The pitch, here it comes. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. William Escala, left-handed hitter, with blue batting gloves. He'll rest the bat on the shoulder. He's up in the box. 0-1 pitch. Hit off the end of the bat over towards the shortstop on the ground. And the toss on over to first base will get the first out recorded. And one away. But yeah, like I've seen people, I've met people that are like that, where they just like only care about, you know, like there's greed. And I hope, and again, I know that people might not know, but I care. 1-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Kennelly goes towards the alleyway, towards his right side. He's there to make the catch at the letters. Prejda is retired. There's two gone in the bottom of the fifth. Dude, Dancing in the Dark's a good one. I'm marinating a pork butt in Dr. Pepper tonight, says DJ Jane. I'm going to spray it with Dr. Pepper while cooking and making a Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce. Let me know how that tastes, man. If you have a Discord, feel free to send that to me. I won't obviously show it to anybody, but I'm curious. 2 away, bottom of the fifth. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit off the end of the bat towards the left fielder, and he doesn't even have to flinch. And the inning is over as he squeezes it in the glove and catches the can of corn. We're going to go to the 6th inning. We played 5 frames already. Time flies when you're having fun. It does. We're going to go to the 6th. Thanks, Haley. Oh, 1-4-3. First, home, third. No, okay. So 1-4-3. So here's how it works. Okay, pitcher's number 1, catcher's number 2, 3 is the first baseman, 4 is the second baseman, 5 is the third baseman, 6 is the shortstop. So 1 means the ball was grounded to the pitcher, 4 thrown over to second, and 3 over to first. That's a 1-4-3 double play. Usually a lot of times you'll see like 6-4-3 double plays, which is when the ball is grounded over to the shortstop and the shortstop flips it over to the second baseman and then the throw's made over to first. You know, you'll see that, or you'll see a 4-3 double play, 4-6-3, 4-3 meaning it goes over to the second baseman. Those are usually the types of double plays that you see. I hope that makes sense. Jacob. What's up, Jacob? Oh, wait, Jacoby. Oh, my bad, Jacoby. My bad. I hope I said that correctly. Jacoby, or is it Jacob? Please. You got to tell me down below in the chat, my friend. You know? I really felt that Mario's intention tonight was to reach out to fellow sports guys on their way up and offer them a hand. He's been trying to pay it back by giving it back. Again, I have nothing but mad love and respect for him. I will definitely reach out to him again. I will do that for sure. I told him in the message, I know that it's like a busy time, but I told him that I'd love to talk to him sometime. And I did message him during January. But yeah, I'll reach out to him. It's cool. It's so cool. The people that you meet on here are awesome. Top of the sixth, it's a 3-1 game. Curtis Mead, who had a 3-run laser out to left field, is back up to bat. There's the 1-0 delivery, and that pitch, was that an eephus? That reached 68 miles per hour. 1 ball, then 1 strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the 1-1. That's a foul ball again. We'll do it again. Chat, what should I have for breakfast before I get on here? What should I have for breakfast before the stream tomorrow morning? 1-2. It's a foul ball. You good with a different, so we're both ways. You good with a different? What does that mean? 1-2. That is in the dirt. So wait, so is it Jacob or is it a Jacoby? Orioles believed to have made a 9-figure offer to Ranger Suarez, according to MLB trade rumors. I actually would not be surprised if that was the case. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is down in the way for ball 3. Bob Harlan passed away? Oh my gosh, that's Kevin Harlan's dad, correct? 3-2 pitch. It's popped up and hit right behind home plate, and that'll be a souvenir. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that has to. I think that's Kevin Harlan's dad, dude. Shout out to Kevin Harlan. He's also really good too. Fried egg and cheese sandwich. That sounds good. Fried egg and cheese sandwiches are nice. That might be a good one. Jacoby. Got you. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Hit over towards the shortstop. And he picks it up. Fires a strike over to first. And 1 away in the top of the 6th. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You guys are too kind. One out. And it's Whitefield who comes up. He takes one. That's low. The 1-0 pitch. It's on the outside corner. I'm having leftover barbecue spare ribs for Monday. Nice. That's cool. That's cool. You should have some Cinnamon Toast Crunch for breakfast. Okay, so I got something to say, Chad. The 1-1, and that's fouled over towards the third base side. Okay, so I was talking about this the other day. I don't know if this is going to make people unsubscribe or not, or if this is offensive to people. Okay. 1-2 pitch. Brace your ears. Next pitch, and that's taken outside and low for ball 2. Okay, so I am the type of person, okay, when I was really young, the only thing that I had that was cold was skim milk. Like fat-free milk. I was not an ice cream person when I was younger. It took me a while just to be able to drink water. And that was a whole thing. As the next pitch is swung on and missed, and there's out number 2. So, there are 2 outs. But I bring this up because I also was never a fan of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And somebody like a year ago, I forget who it was. They were in a live stream, and they were like, something is absolutely wrong with you if you don't like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field, and that's going to bounce off the bottom of the wall. And Hall is going to march his way over to second base and get on with a 2-out double in the top of the 6th inning. Satoria left the pitch out over the middle of the plate, and that was squared up beautifully. Just over the center fielder's head. And I tell you, that was a good pitch to swing at for him. Long ball says you're un-American. But I told them that not only do I not like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I also am not a big fan of Fruit Loops. That's what it was. And they were like, get out of here. You don't deserve to be on YouTube. They actually didn't say that. They didn't. They didn't say that. They did not say that. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch. That is low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. But, dude, I literally started a civil war. And, again, I guess I jabaied the chat, so I took that again as a W. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 gone in the top of the 6th. It's Dale, Jared Dale, grounded out to second in the 2nd. Got on with a base hit in the 4th. And he stares at a 1-2 pitch that is in the dirt and inside. That'll cause Cervenka, that is, to take his mask off. Bounce a little bit in front of him. And the count is 2-2. Asking 570. I don't think I acknowledged you, my friend. Thanks so much for being on here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the 2-2. It's popped up. Hit out over towards shallow left center field. Who's going to get there? The shortstop calls off the left fielder who came sliding in. And the catch is made. The side is retired. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs. 1 man left. And Czechia will try to get some more runs on the board. I'm beyond triggered. Let's go. Let's go. I despise Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Why do you want to drink crunchy, gritty milk afterwards, says Haley. But see, I agree with you. I do agree. But actually, you might not like this either. Okay? This might make you mad, Haley. But I do not like milk in my cereal. I don't like milk in my cereal. I don't like my cereal soupy. I don't like my mac and cheese soupy. Okay, I'm like, if I'm gonna have mac and cheese or if I'm gonna have cereal, like I'm fine with just eating it plain. Like that's cool. I was also one of those kids, by the way, that would literally have Lucky Charms and just eat the marshmallows. And then like the cereal, like it took me a little bit of time to get accustomed to that. I was a picky eater, man. I was a picky eater. I didn't realize it until probably just now. Maybe I knew it all along. But yeah, didn't like ice cream. Didn't want to eat my mom's macaroni salad for a while. And I'll tell you what, she's a great cook. She really is. Her macaroni salad is fire. It is so good. But yeah, that's yeah. I was a weird kid, man. I was a weird kid. But I'm me. If you guys want to reach out to me, if you guys want to send me an email, you most certainly can. If you guys want to reach out that way, jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. But you can also send me mail, fan mail. You can send me a letter. You can send me a gift. You can send me whatever it is. I always love when you guys send me stuff. It really, again, just takes this whole thing to another level. The P.O. Box is number 6. You can address it to Play by Play with JJ. P.O. Box 6, Gibbsboro, New Jersey, 08026. That is the address. If any of y'all are hungry, pull up and bring beer. Haley's mac and cheese is the next level, dude. I like Annie's mac and cheese. Haley's mac and cheese I never tried. Oh wait, Haley's mac. I was thinking that was a brand. Oh gosh, I was like, wait. I thought Haley's mac and cheese was a brand. I knew that I was going to be caught slipping. All right, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Blake Townsend is going to pitch. Pitched in high A, double A, and triple A. 0-1, foul ball. I leave the marshmallow and just eat the cereal. That's interesting. Nah, I liked the goods, man. I liked the marshmallows when I was a kid. And then, I don't know how I started eating the cereal. But I did. I grew up. 0-2, popped up over towards the first base side in foul territory. Here's the catch. It's made. And out number 1 is recorded in the bottom of the 6th. I agree with the mac and cheese. That should not be soupy. Nah, man. I don't like it soupy. I went to Boston. Okay. Bottom of the 6th. And the pitch is down and in for a ball. Vavra is in the box. Townsend on the hill. Terran Vavra, 0 for 2 with a flyout and a ground out. Had a 688 OPS last year, and he gets fooled on an off-speed pitch and takes a hack at it. And the count is tied up at 1 apiece. Oh, man. 1 ball, 1 strike. But I went to Boston, and this mac and cheese, like, they said that, somebody told me that this mac and cheese was really good. I swear, it was literally just soup that literally had, like, noodles and cheese with it. It was terrible. It was so bad. That made me not want to eat mac and cheese for a while, but it is my favorite food, I have to admit. Next pitch. That's a fly ball. Hit out over towards center field. It'll die down, and the catch is made, and there's out number 2. I thought, and the reason why I said that it'll die down is because I thought maybe it was going to go for a little bit more of a ride, because you can't see the full angle of the field, of course, when they're just showing the high home advantage. There's 2 away, bottom of the 6th. Cervenka in the box. He's 2 for 2. This guy's really good. Just from watching him, right-handed hitter, has a nice inside-out swing. Also is not afraid to pull the ball and strong. It's pretty good. 2 balls, no strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Cervenka with the next pitch, and he turns on it, but it's going to hook foul and out of play. He broke his bat. He has to go back over to the dugout and get a new bat. Real mac and cheese doesn't come from a box, as DJ. Homemade mac and cheese is awesome. Love homemade mac and cheese. My favorite cereal as a kid was anything chocolate because I got chocolate milk afterwards. That's good. Would you ever consider, what's going on, my guy? And Wills, would you ever consider doing a Florida basketball game with March Madness coming up? All right. And Wills, I will do a March Madness game for you, for Florida. I will. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's taken down for ball 3. I'm going to write that down. And Will's March Madness for Florida. I'm being serious. I will do that for you. 3 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, and that's a foul ball. I will do that. The 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the inning is done. It's time for us to head to the 7th inning. It's a 3-1 Australia lead. I want to get up and stretch, but I don't want to take a break. I don't want to go to my break scene. Having fun with y'all, man. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But yeah, I will do that. I'll do a Florida game for you. I did a Tar Heels game. I did that for long ball. And I wrote the game down in my calendar. It was January 20th, I believe. And that was like 2 months in advance. He was like, I'd love for you to call a Tar Heels game. And I was like, you know what? We'll do it. We'll do it. Sip of water time. All right, so I got a baseball question for you, chat. And this is a very important baseball question. Is Shohei Ohtani the best player in the game? And is Aaron Judge the best hitter in the game? Or is Ohtani the best hitter and player? Because you'll see a method to my madness, but I want to hear what chat does have to say. Is Ohtani the best hitter and player? Or sorry, is Shohei Ohtani the best player in the game and Aaron Judge the best hitter? Or is Shohei Ohtani the best player and hitter in the game? It's a hard one, man. It's a tough one. Pitch. That's in there for a strike. Make a case for both. No balls and 1 strike. And here's the 0-1 to Wingrove, and that's in the zone for strike 2. 0-2 pitch. That is inside and taken for ball 1. This here is James Wood and the pitcher's Jake Irvin. Oh, my God. You're a Nationals fan. What's going on, man? Mason's my guy. Shout out to you. Santoria is on the mound. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wingrove in the box. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball sliding. Stopped by the second baseman. He gets up. Throws it over to first. It's in time. That was hit towards that 4-3 hole. And he did an excellent job just getting over to that spot and being able to take away a hit and firing a strike from his knees. Over to first base. All right. So we got to find a Florida game for us to call. For my guy, N. Wills. One out, top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And that is outside. One ball and no strikes. And Perkins in the box swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. So Toria gets the signs again. He has 43 pitches, in case you're wondering. And he throws the next pitch low again. 3 innings so far under his belt. came on in relief for Andra, who lasted 3 in the third, gave up 3 earned runs on the 3-run home run by Curtis Mead. The pitch, it's low for a ball. Florida versus Kentucky, Saturday at 4 p.m. What channel is it on? Do you know? I can look it up. I'll look it up. I can look it up later. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, here it comes. That's in the zone for strike 2. I'd say Judge is the best hitter and Ohtani's the best player. Judge is the best hitter, Ohtani's the best player. So that is sort of what we all come to agree with, or what the common theme is. And I disagree. The pitch, swing and a miss, and there's out number 2. You could actually say that Shohei Ohtani is the better offensive player. Really, if you think about it, because he steals bags. Which is also kind of funny, too. 2 outs, top of the 7th, the pitch. Line drive, and the catch is made out in right field, as the right fielder just got on both of his knees and made the catch. Didn't pray to God there, because he knew that he had it. All right, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th. Bro, what the heck? We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Is a 3-1 Australia lead. Damn. Bro, what was that? That was a flat out L. But yeah, Ohtani's good. Ohtani is pretty good. No, but to be dead serious, Aaron Judge is the better hitter, and Ohtani is the best player. Florida versus Kentucky, Saturday at 4 p.m. Okay, I gotta look at the schedule. I will look at the schedule. Is it Saturday? So that's the 7th, right? At 4 p.m. Sixers are on at 6. Dang it. World Baseball Classic is also. Great Britain plays the USA. I don't know what we're going to do Saturday. The tournament starts next week, right? We won't do it this week. We'll do it next weekend. That'll be better. It's on ESPN. They're going to be in the tournament, right? Best hitter is James Wood. Yep, I read that one. Best player or hitter at the moment, because Bo Jackson got to be considered. Dude, Bo Jackson, what an athlete. Like, if there was any guy, I actually said this the other day, that if there's anybody that I would have loved to watch that was before my time, the number 1 guy is Bo Jackson. I mean, I would have loved to watch Willie Mays. I actually think I did say Willie Mays as far as baseball player, but as far as that, I mean, I would have loved to see Bo. The throw from center field to home for the out, that was a good one. How about when he almost got Harold Reynolds, too? Bottom of the 7th. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike. And by the way, folks, if you are not subscribed to Orioles Birdwatcher, here's another guy that literally calls baseball games and does another old school play-by-play style, and he's pretty good too. He's very good. He's very, very good. So my friend, drop your link down below. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kai Hampton is on the hill. The 1-1 pitch, and that's a foul ball over towards the left side of the infield. Drop your link. Plug along, my friend. JJ's the GOAT. That's you, my friend. And that's also you, too. Doc. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No plus for me, JJ. Just hanging out. Well, you don't have to do it, but feel free to do so. We got We got the Doc here. We got BW here. It's cool. The gang is all here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The next pitch, and that is outside for ball 2. Oh, yes, we got a new pitcher, by the way, friends. Hampton is the guy that's on the mound. He's a right-handed pitcher for Team Australia. Get you more info about him in just a few moments. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Hampton gets the signs, and the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. That was nasty work by him. You thought that maybe that was going to flatten out towards the knees over the center of the plate, and it just took a big dip. And going fishing after that for out number 1 is Schlupp, and he's down on strikes. And so 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th. Czechia down to its final 8 outs of the game. And the pitch, it's inside. Martin Music, 0 for 1. Did have a sacrifice bunt earlier. Takes the 1-0, and it's on the inside corner for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. It's going to be smacked out to left center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Left fielder and center fielder collide on the bounce, and going on over to second base and advancing is Music. Oh, so there was some miscommunication there. It took a hop over towards the alleyway, and then Burke and Whitefield had to communicate. It went off of Burke's glove. He couldn't field it as Whitefield just came on running into him. And so an extra base provided to Music, and now it's Wojciech Menchik who comes on up to the plate just like that. The tying run is up. Pitch number 1, strike 1, and it's at the knees. Wojciech Menchik 0 for 1, had a sacrifice fly to give Czechia the lone run of the game. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That was that pitch that he threw to strike out Schlupp, except that was even higher. It was at 88 miles per hour compared to 82. Kai Hampton. The ball's 2 strikes. He gets set. He kicks. He fires. Check swing. Did he go? First base umpire says yes. And Menchik is going to go back to the dugout with a frown on his face. Looks like the pitch was low and away. And he did go around. And there's 2 gone. Runners in scoring position today. It's been, Czechia has left a lot of them. They are actually 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. One ball, no strikes. Escala is in the box. He'll rest the bat on his shoulder. And the lefty facing the righty. The 1-0 pitch, grounded over towards the first base side, and the first baseman picks it up, tags the bag all in one motion, and the inning is over again. Another inning where Team Czechia leaves a runner in scoring position, and we played 7 full frames. We'll go to the 8th. 3-1, Australia. Honestly, good for Kai Hampton to get out of that jam, really. He did good there. I thought that he actually executed very well, and he made the pitches that he had to in that spot, really. I was very impressed with how he was able to pitch from the stretch and just be able to lock in. SEC tournament next week, NCAA tournament 2 weeks. Okay. SEC tournament is next week. That is correct. We are going to do a Florida game. I literally wrote it down just for you. I promise we will do a Florida game. Do me a big favor, though. My email is jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. Please, please, please. And again, like I have this written down. Please remind me. Please remind me to do it. You know what? That's a loser mentality type of a thing. I can just literally write it down in my phone. All right. I'll put it in as a reminder. We're doing that right now. You can still email me if you want. jasonjosephonair@gmail.com. The link should be posted in the chat. Thanks, JJ. No link. No link. Drop it. No link. Somebody ban long ball. He said no link. No, I'm kidding. My guy. Man, we got the best people in the chat, dude. We got good people. All right, and Wills, we're going to do a March Madness game. We're going to do a Florida game for you. Florida March Madness. Got it. JasonJosephonair@gmail.com is the email. So who do you think is going to pop off for Team USA? I got to be biased. Kyle Schwarber. Who else? That's a good question. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. It's popped up over towards shallow left center field. Who's going to get it? The center fielder steps on the dime, makes the catch, and 1 out recorded. Judge. Aaron Judge will pop off. Cal Rowley. I think will have himself a very good tournament. Bryce is going to be on a mission. I really feel that way. 1 out, top of the 8th. Bazana is up. He had a very loud day yesterday, but it's been quiet today. Had a 2-for-4 outing at the plate. Also made some nice defensive plays in last night's game against the China Taipei. 1-1 pitch. It's outside. Taken for ball 2. But he's 0 for 2 tonight. He did walk and score a run, though. The offense, really, it was just the Curtis Mead 3-run home run. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball, drifting out to left field. Backing up, stopping, and taking 1 step in towards the left side to make the grab for out number 2 is Burke. And there is 2 away. .80-mile-per-hour pitches are weak. I used to 95-mile-per-hour fastballs. Dude, I'm like so behind on chat. One ball, no strikes. The pitch grounded over towards the 5-6 hole and through for a base hit. And a 2-out single provided by Australia. And that is going to put a runner over at first base. Just yanked it on over towards that left side. And sometimes it doesn't matter how hard you hit it. It's just about where the ball is placed. A runner over at first. Time is 11:53 p.m. Eastern Time. We've been on for 2 hours and 5 minutes. Toss back over to first. Music will catch it. But the tag is not applied. Here's Aaron Whitefield, 0 for 3 with a strikeout that came back in the 6th inning. The stretch and the pitch. Thought about showing bunt. Took it back, though, and the pitch was down. Let's go, baby. Charge! Pitch grounded over towards the shortstop, and the underhanded throw. The second will be in plenty of time. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 6 more outs to go for Team Czechia. Australia trying to just keep this lead. Czechia looking to not be done just yet and make it interesting. See what happens. Folks, if you are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Let's go to the monologue screen for a second. If you are new, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification bell icons. That's 3 things that I just gave you. Don't forget. And again, thank you all very, very much for being on here. Grind time is now. It's now or never. That's really my philosophy, and I was very happy that after baseball season was done, you know, we got to, I mean, we were doing some Eagles games, did some Sixers games, and, you know, sort of took a little bit more of a back seat. But now that baseball is back, things are really heating up. We're getting back into the full swing of things. I got a lot of cool things planned this year for the channel during baseball season, and I'm really excited to see how you guys react to things as the season goes on. Again, I can't necessarily say a lot, but, you know, I'm really trying to work and do a lot behind the scenes and try to give you guys the best sort of experience that you can. And I'm very much looking forward to it. And it's just good to be back. I missed the grind. I missed it. We're ready, man. We are so ready. We got to be up in 4 hours. But it's good. And I'm just very appreciative of you guys. And I hope that this year that we can produce for y'all. And yeah, I'm very excited. With that being said, let's go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Drop those fires, baby! It's WBC time. It might be 11:57 p.m. on the East Coast, but it's time to wake everybody up. Let's go. Bottom of the 8th inning. Here we come. 1 ball, no strikes. Van Steensel is pitching to Preshta. The count is 2-0. The 1-0 pitch was downstairs. And it's a 2 ball, no strike count. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. The windup in the pitch. It's wide. 3 more minutes until it is midnight. 3 balls, no strikes. The windup and the pitch. And that's a fastball taken right down Broad Street for strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here is the 3-1 offering, and it's a little bit outside for ball 4, and the tying run will come on up to the plate. And we will flip the lineup card. Milan Prokop will get another crack at it. Todd Van Steensel, pitching for Team Australia, now 35 years old, born in Sydney, Australia. Right-handed thrower. He kicks, he deals, and the pitch that he throws to Jan Pospisil. That's who's up for Milan Prokop, and that is outside for a ball. It's coming on in off the bench. Wanted to go with a lefty. Let's see if this works out. The 1-0 pitch, and that is in the zone. It looked like it was a curveball, caught the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the second baseman. The underhanded throw, the shortstop, there's one. The throw to first. That is a double play. Great defense on the diamond by Team Australia. And there's 2 outs. And that is not what Team Czechia wanted to happen. But 2 away, all started by Bazana. Got right on top of it and just made it look so easy. And a little fist pump as well from the pitcher. 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bases empty now. And Team Czechia down to its final 4 outs. And Steensill comes set again. Kicks, fires, and he's behind in the count already. 1 ball and no strikes to Martin Cervenka, who's in the box. What a pitch. He'll get jammed. He grounds it over towards the right side. Second base. Second baseman has to throw. The throw. He does. It's in time. The inning is over, and the side is retired again. And he does his job. We're going to go to the top of the 9th inning. 3-1, Australia. This is what you call cinema, man. This is great. Lights, camera, baseball. Wait, let me say that again. Hold up. What was that? Lights, camera, baseball. I like that. That's sick. I like that. That's cool. I'd love to see Harper do well as well. Yeah, I would too. I know that there's no nicer place to hit. Lawrence, again with the sub 2 minutes ago. Thank you very, very much. You are the... I know that there's no nicer place to hit home runs as a lefty than the short porch in the Bronx, but if Jazz ever hit 50 bombs, I will get a Jeffrey Mayer tattoo. Oh, don't do that to yourself. Oh, gosh. If he hits 50 home runs, oh, gosh. You're crazy. You're insane. Man. I've never seen Clavazar miss a shot when I am not tuned into Florida basketball. Chad, thank you all again. I wish I could DoorDash you some Dr. Pepper pulled pork. I can't even have pork anyway, so I appreciate it though. I appreciate the thought, but I can't eat pork. I can't. I really like the use of your sound effects. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out a way to get more, but you know, you never stop working. I actually learned from NFL Films, and my chat knows this. The first day that I was interning at NFL Films, never forget, this guy who is a he wasn't a producer. I'm so sorry. He is a technical director. That was the right word. Operated the switcher. He said to me, you know, the day that you stop learning is the day that you're done. And I feel like every day, no matter what it is in my life, I'm always learning. I'm always learning new things about myself. I'm learning new things about my colleagues. And I'm learning new things about, you know, how to get better in every aspect of my life. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hall is up to bat. And he will foul off the third pitch that he sees. Johnson is on the hill. Alex Hall batted .329 in the ABL during the 2025-26 season. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. Johnson has to hurry, and he does. And that is a foot above the strike zone for ball 2. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. DJ Jazzy Jeff. Let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Johnson kicks, deals, and it's high for ball 3. Three-two pitch. High fly ball hit out over the deep left center field. It's carrying. It's going back towards the track, and it is gone into the first row. 4-1 some insurance for Team Australia. On Team Czechia's faces in the dugouts says it all. No balls, one strike. And it's Dale who comes on up to the plate once again. Jared Dale did have a single back in the 4th inning. The balls, one strike, top of the 9th. 3-run lead for Team Australia, and here's the 0-1. It's fouled into the bare hand of the catcher. Went behind the plate. That was a mistake that was thrown out over the heart and soul of the plate. And Hall, I didn't know if he was going to get enough oomph on it, but he did, and it just went on into the first row out in left field. 0-2 on the way. Line drive hit out to center field. Diving center fielder is going to get on by him. And here we go. Dale's going to fly. He'll soar on over to third base and get on with a stand-up triple. Chillip tried to take a gamble there by making a diving catch, and it went on past him, and the gamble did not work out, and so the potential 5th run is over at third base just like that. Oh boy, that was pretty insane. He tried to come on in and make a diving catch, and the ball just got past him, really. It got past him and went a little bit over towards his left. I thought at first it went underneath his glove. No, it did not. He's not happy, and we are going to have a timeout taken on the mound here. It is WBC time. Runner over at third in the top of the 9th inning. Johnson still pitching for Team Czechia. Okay. 13 seconds left on the pitch clock. Johnson delivers from the stretch. It's outside and high for a ball. And that'll make it a 1-0 count. Charge! 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch to Glendening, and that's outside for a ball. The 2-0 pitch. It's low at 86 miles per hour. Robbie Glendening in the batter's box. Drafted by the Pirates back in 2017. And he'll take a 4-pitch walk. Runners are at the corners. And by the way, chat, there's still nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. Just ridiculous. Johnson just could not get an out. And so, pulling the plug is going to be Team Australia's manager. And that is going to do it for Johnson. So he is done. And we will have a pitching change here in the top of the 9th inning. I think that we lost chat for a second. Uh-oh. Did we lose chat? Chat, you still here? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. This thing that bothers me. I thought that it would work better on the computer, but I think that there's something wrong with it. I do. Nope. Never mind. We got 38 people watching. 25 of you have hit the thumbs up button. That means that 13 of you have not hit that thumbs up button. Just make sure that you guys do that. The more likes we get, the more baseball fans, the more sports fans that we get on here. And it's just a courtesy way to support. There we go. 789. Okay, good. Good. Right. Awesome stuff. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mama. What's going on, Mom? I was talking about you before. I was talking about how it took me forever to eat your macaroni salad. And then I grew up. We're talking about how I was a picky eater, and I just learned that cognizantly. Shout out to Mom and Dad. Love you guys. We're still in the top of the 9th inning. Runners are over at the corners. Marek Minarek is going to pitch for Team Czechia. 4-1 Australia lead. The pitch is inside. The throw to second base. Got him. He's out. And there is 2 gone here in the top of the 9th inning. Let's go. That was an impressive throw made by the catcher. That was Martin Cervenka. It was right on the money. Right on the money, man. Here's the toss on over to first, or to third. That was not in time. You usually don't see that. 2 balls, no strikes. Perkins in the box. By the way, chat, there's 1 out. Next pitch, that'll be blooped out over to right field. They'll get down for another base hit, and the 5th run, the cross home plate, comes on through for Team Australia. And Team Czechia, will their woes continue tonight in this game? Australia looking to go 2-0 in Pool C play. Fought it off and got it right into the correct spot. Here we go. The next pitch. It's wide. Taken for ball 1 to Burke. Chris Burke, 1 for 2, singled and walked in this ball game. 4 long balls and 15 RBI in the ABL. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Minarek on the mound, the 1-0 pitch. Line drive it out to center field, and another base hit by Team Australia. And Perkins will put the stop signs over at second base. And 1 out still, and 2 runners on. Australia is threatening again and making a lot of noise. They just cannot stop the bleeding. You kidding me? What a game. Charge! Here is Minarek still pitching. 5 total pitches for him. And Kennelly will get another crack at it once again. The pitch to Tim downstairs. Chat, the ice is melting. I don't think it'll fully melt by 5 o'clock. It might. I don't know. We still got like another 4 hours. I might just have to put it back in the freezer, chat. 2 balls, no strikes. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Kennelly at the plate. And Eric on the mound. The pitch inside by a lot. And it's a 3-0 count with 1 away. I'm just like trying to think, if you're Team Czechia, it's obviously been struggling all night, but I mean, how do you prepare for the next game? Like, what types of adjustments do you make, that type of stuff to the lineup? 3-0 pitch, it's inside for ball 4, and that's going to reload the bases. And things get more interesting for Team Australia Another timeout taken by Team Czechia. And 1 out still, bases juiced. Kenneally's at first. Burke's at second. Perkins is at third base. And Australia is up 5-1. And guess who's coming on up to the plate? This should be interesting. Bazana is up. Had a 3-run shot in last night's game. And he's 0 for 3 in this one. Drafted by the Guardians. Made it all the way to AAA last year. And it's been looking very good in the WBC so far. 1-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Defensively and offensively, that means. Top of the 9th inning. Bazana at the plate. And the 2-0. And Minerick can't even find the zone. That's now 9 balls thrown in a row. 3 balls and no strikes in a nightmare of a situation for Team Czechia. And Team Australia looking to open the floodgates. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Does he get the green light? No, he does not. He takes it to the knees. And Minerick will attack the strike zone. 13 pitches. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-1 offering. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. Is it going to be deep enough to score the runner from third? Perkins tags up. He'll test the arm. The throw to the plate. He is... Is he safe? He is. He is safe. It's a 6-1 ball game for Australia. They had a tough angle because in the shot, they did not have the umpire. And they are going to challenge this. They will challenge this. So hold up a second. Let's see, on the replay, the catcher, Cervenka, looked to try to swipe Perkins on the left ankle. Honestly, not really the best throw made out in left field. I mean, that was not really hit deep at all. And it sort of took a bounce. And the catcher had to play it on the hop and then just sort of lean over towards his left to try to swipe Perkins out. And we'll see if this challenge is successful or not. The umpires, Ryan Addison and Ruben Ramos, still have their earpieces in. Right now, it's 2 outs. And it's a 6-1 game for Team Australia. If the call is overturned, it'll be 5-1 Australia, and that will go to the bottom of the 9th, the game itself. It's a tough play. This is like a game of inches, really. His right foot, Perkins' right foot, I thought may have just gotten in there. From my perspective, from what they're showing us. That was close, though. They just cut to a break. Didn't say what the call was. Are we going to the bottom of the 9th? We must be. So the call is overturned, and Perkins is out. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It is still a 5-1 game. Australia did score a run. And Team Czechia will get their last crack at it. They're down by 4 runs. Still only 1 out. Folks, if you are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. 5-1 is the score, and we are ready to go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Australia did get themselves one run. Nearly got two. I am shocked that that catcher was actually able to swipe out Perkins. And again, it was a bad throw made by the left fielder. It was not even a deep fly ball at all. And he was just going to test the arm anyways. Weird. I'm back. I had a sudden urge to listen to a song. It wasn't Seven Nation Army. It wasn't. It was not Seven Nation Army. It's a good chant. It's a good song. It's a good one. Speaking of the Guardians, did you see Rhys Hoskins got a minor league deal there? I did. I'm not surprised. And that's how Bryce Harper, that's when Bryce Harper talked about Rhys Hoskins. And then there was that quote that he had, and don't quote me on what he said, but there was, long story short, I remember a lot of people were talking about Harper's thoughts on Rhys Hoskins. That was like a topic on Sports Talk Radio. We are going to the bottom of the ninth inning. Mitch Noonborn is pitching in the minors in Double-A and in Triple-A. Did pretty well last year. Here's a 76-mile-per-hour pitch that is off the plate. And it's now a 2-0 count. Favre is in the batter's box. So for 3, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, wide for ball 3. Darren Vavra ahead in the count. 3-0 pitch and a 4-pitch walk to start off the bottom of the ninth inning for Team Czechia. Philly loved Rhys, but there's just nowhere to put him, unfortunately. You know what's funny? Rhys Hoskins was such a polarizing player in Philly for so long, but he really he left with a lot of love. Like, he did. That's the funny part. Robbie Glendening is over at first. The pitch. It's in the dirt. And taken for a ball. Catcher had to stand up for a second and get the ball. Didn't really bounce too far in front of him. Count is 1-0. Martin Cervenka. 2 for 3, a double, a single, a run scored, and a stolen base. Looking to come up big here. 1-0 pitch, ground ball, hit over to the third baseman. He bobbles it for a second, won't be able to get the out at second base, but has to fire it over to first, and he gets it in time for out number 1. That is what you talk about, man. When it comes to those split-second decisions, the ball's hit right at you. You can't bobble it there. You really have to be on your A game just within that split second. There's one out in the bottom of the ninth. Couldn't turn 2 there, but they got 1. Favre is in scoring position. And Noonborn comes set again and fires. And that is swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Low and away. Marek Schlupp is up to bat. There's the 1-1. That is down for ball 2. Got to get an extra out here. 2-1 pitch. It was high. Fouled back towards the screen, though. Mitch Noonborn is 28 years old, 6 feet tall, 190 pounds. Only pitched in 1 inning of spring training this year. It's with the Phillies organization, by the way. 2-2 pitch. Fouled again. Out of play she goes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch, it's skied over towards shallow center field. The question is who's going to get there, and the catch will be made by Whitefield, and there is out number 2. Martin comes on up. The bat is on his shoulders, figuratively and literally. Looks at a pitch that's in the strike zone at 91 miles per hour down the heart and soul of the plate. 0-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. It's popped up over towards the first base side. The first baseman says, I got it, and I'll make the catch. Rickson Wingrave catches the final out. And they'll turn out the lights against Team Czechia as Team Australia goes 2-0 so far in the World Baseball Classic in 2026. Let's go. And that is how the ball game ends. What a game. What a win for Team Australia. They're looking good. That was awesome. That was cool. All right. Let's go to the monologue screen for a second. All right. So, tell you what, Team Australia is actually looking really good. I don't know how they're going to do against Korea, right, and how they're going to do against Japan, but so far they've played very good. And if you're a Team Australia, you got to be happy. Obviously, Team Czechia, they were in it for a while. They had a lot of opportunities. There were a lot of chances that they had with runners in scoring position, and you thought that maybe when they had the leadoff double, which was back in the 4th inning with a Martin Cervenek, or with a Martin Cervenka, excuse me, that maybe, just maybe, they would get a little bit of juice, but they just could not necessarily find their rhythm. And I got to give a lot of credit to Australia's pitching because when push came to shove, they made the right pitches, they executed perfectly, and they just showed themselves like why they're the better team. And they absolutely outdueled Team Czechia. So congratulations to Team Australia. And that was a fun game. That was a fun one to watch. Curtis Mead, what a swing that was in the 3rd inning. Got a hanger right out over the middle of the plate. Good for him to be able to take one for a journey, find the seats out in left field. That was a good swing. A very good swing by him. Hendrickson looked very good out there on the mound, too. I thought that he was able to attack the strike zone for Team Australia. Tomas Ondra, he did good in the 1st inning, but just couldn't necessarily get out of that 3rd inning when he allowed that walk over to Travis Bazana, Travis Bazana, and then you find yourself in a deep count against Curtis Mead, and you leave a meatball out over the middle of the plate. That pretty much, that was when Australia really just broke the game through. Like they just attacked, and you thought that as soon as Czechia had the sac fly in the bottom of the 2nd, you were going to need them to rely on their pitching if their offense wasn't really going to do much, and they only had 4 hits today. So, but a good one. That was a lot of fun. Guys, we're going to be back tomorrow. By tomorrow, I mean today, because if you were on the East Coast, it is 12:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be on in just a little bit. First game today, Japan taking on Team Taipei. and we get to see Japan in action, and I'm excited about that. Game will be at 5 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll be up for that. All right. I think I probably should go to bed right now. It's 12:30 a.m. Eastern time. I love you all very, very much. I hope to see you guys on at 5 for the Japan game. Lila Tov, good night, everybody. I will catch you all in the next one. Lawrence, again, thank you for the sub. DJ Gene, thanks so much for coming on here. Haley, BW, Longball. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Brother BKL as well. Shout out to you, my mom, the family. You guys are the best. All right, Lila Tov, good night. Catch you all on the next one.